that, we leave you with a little piece of news there. Investing $400 million in financial services in the next 3 years, and we plan to invest another $500 million in the upcoming 3 years. That's the word coming in from MD of Multiples Alternate Asset Management, Nithya Easwaran. Listen in as she identifies the area where she sees growth in the upcoming years.
It's been a very exciting time the last few years in terms of adoption of digital in financial services. So we've been also thereby looking at it with great interest. I've always considered fintechs to be a continuum. This financial services and fintechs is actually in a way a continuum. And I've also preferred companies which play, in the center of regulation always, rather than being on the fringes and then interacting with regulatory entities. Because if you are talking to customers and if you're talking to regulated agencies on the entities on the other side, you're very much you have to adopt practices which are thereby appropriate for that role which you play. So we look for entrepreneurs which are, which bring a good background of financial services combined with technology. Where are they? Why do we need these fintechs, right? What are they really bringing? One is great customer experience, which allows thereby more inclusion, and you are able to take products which are smaller sized to the customer, bite size, which a traditional distribution system may not allow you to take. And that's where that's their USP. What the banks and other financial services companies bring is good risk management practices, great balance sheets, good capital, and thereby a combination of these two is best for the customer. So we've had some excellent investments. We've invested in ACO. It's an insurance company, but a tech-first insurance companies, and some of what they are able to do, it's difficult to do without technology. For example, one of the most exciting things about ACO is that their first notice of loss is close to 70%. What this means is if there is an incident with your car, who do you call? The dealer or the company? And who you call determines the quality of experience you will have in the claims, determines the intensity of claims for the insurance company. And to have, industry leading 70% plus FNOL is unheard of. It's at least 20 percentage points higher than the traditional insurance sector. Because it's an app-led digital first company, ACO is able to do that. And that allows them to, get great quality customers and provide a very good experience. So we'll continue to look for these places. I think some of the places where fintechs will play a very interesting role is also in addressing affluent India with products, whether it's in wealth management. Because you have seen the HNI India being addressed through the classical wealth management companies. But there is a whole affluent India where you will have a phygital approach. So some of those would become very, very interesting. And even in the classical sector, so let's say a supply chain finance company with a good dose of digital-led, technology-led innovation will allow this sector to do well.
All right. So within the financial sector, are there any subsets which are particularly attracting a great deal of interest from PE investors, especially global PE firms? And are there any potential candidates right now in your sector that you're currently in talks with to invest?
We always have a pipeline, Anurag, which is live and kicking. So at any point in time, we would at least have 7 or 8 companies that we are evaluating in financial services alone. So yes, we are very much active. We are in our 4th fund now. In the last 3 years, 2021 to 2024, we have put out about $400 million in financial services alone. Yeah. And I have gone out and actually said I want to put $500 million in the next 3 years. So we will be very active in the investing front. The 2-3 segments which I spoke about, which is the MSME sector, both the small ticket MSME as well as supply chain finance will continue to attract us. Affordable housing finance we spoke about a bit. Consumer financing, we are seeing both credit cards, personal loans. A lot of chatter around it, but I do believe there will be some breakout stories here. Education finance will be of interest. Asset and wealth management to affluent India, as well as insurance, health insurance. All of these play to the increasing affluence of India and people paying attention to their financial to the financial products that they want to consume.